Oh man, don't even know what's going on. Click the link
Who
above.
joined as soon as you got kicked out? Was it Chris? I think it was Chris.
It probably was. You know, Chris hates me. You know, it's been said. It's been said that Chris hates me.
He wants to know if you just asked to somebody to kick
Okay,
him off.
we are live on YouTube.
All right, is everybody ready?
Yeah. Yes, crab.
Yes,
He's speaking my language.
Hello, it's a midday rush. I am your host, T-Bone, and with me, as always, pushing the buttons, we have our dear host, Nation.
Happy, thrilling Thursday, y'all. Let's get it.
And on the next chair, we have the lovely Elizabeth.
Hello, you guys.
And on the next chair, we have the music man, guitar man himself, Snapjaw. How are you, good sir?
I'm doing well. Doing real well.
And in our last chair, being as wise and grumpy as always, we have the old man himself, Brian. How are you, good sir?
I'm doing pretty good. Just want to remind everyone this is being live streamed to YouTube. It is being recorded. No one's personal information is being sent out. But keep in mind, if we invite you on stage, you come up on stage, you will be streamed and recorded. So,
Well, thank you very much, Brian, for that wonderful information. Roma, what is the very first article of the day?
All right, this is Elizabeth's favorite news site, the New York Post. Over 100 migrants break through razor wire, knock down guards as they illegally cross El Paso border in wild scene. A group of over 100 migrants attempting to enter the U.S. illegally rushed the border wall Thursday, breaking through a razor wire and knocking over guards in the process. The Post witnessed about 600 migrants massed at the international border, whom Texas National Guard troops were attempting to push back in small groups. The situation grew tense as groups were separated out, and a video showed migrants crying out for help and rushing to the border gate. A group of men with hoodies, gloves, and winter jackets pulled the fencing away as a group of 5 guards stand in defense in formation to fill the gap. You see all the photos here.
Yeah. A lot of men there.
Yes, sir.
I'm having trouble finding the women and children. Sorry.
No. You're absolutely right. Some migrants can be seen putting their hands up and surrender in the video, but seconds later, others scramble through, knocking the guards out the way. Members of the group run into the border gate and start to shout at the National Guardsmen on the other side. The Texas National Guard then quickly scrambles to secure the area. The migrants ran to another gate and begged the National Guard for help. Texas has developed its National Guard troops to the border with Mexico as part of Republican Governor Greg Abbott's Operation Lone Star. On Tuesday, the state began to prepare and implement SB 4, a new law to allow state and local authorities to make arrests for illegal entry, but an appeals court blocked the measure after the Supreme Court said it would be allowed the law to go into effect. Now, pictures are 1,000 words, but videos last forever. So let's go ahead and see exactly what happened here.
Okay, yeah, that's a big no, and this is why, like, I'm in favor of, like, I don't want to say multiple walls, but, like, come on now.
You mean ones with alligator pits in the middle?
Yeah.
No, because
we need the alligators.
that's automatic death. That's automatic death.
If you can survive that,
what?
If you can survive that, more power to you. All right, this was streamed from Vivek Ramaswamy, which he says, if this isn't an invasion, I don't know what is.
And it
Yeah,
seems like
that-
they
that-
said
that
some of
looks
them
like an
had their
invasion to
hands
me.
up. Some of them just pushed their way through. So I'm like wondering, those coyotes or cartels or whatever, they're like in the mix there probably. And some of the people were like getting scared and they were like, no, we gotta like push through. Like, I don't know. Or
I
it could
wonder
just be like totally
wonder if
off. It
they're
could
all
just be a
screaming,
mixture of
"Hands up,
crazy.
don't shoot."
Right. And
Yeah.
I can understand the sentiment, but if anybody out there is arguing for women and children, send them this video. I didn't see anyone.
It's not the women and children, because like all I saw in that video was men. I did not see one woman or child.
Exactly. Is there anyone? I don't know. I don't know how long we want to go with this. Is there anybody in the audience that would like to talk about this particular subject? This one in particular? Because, I mean, I know there's a lot of people here that are all across the country that, you know, they talk about this all the time. They talk about this all the time saying, oh, well, it's not as bad as people think it is. Or, I mean, these guys, these National Guardsmen, I mean, they have rifles. Like, if they really wanted to, they could have solved this problem immediately. But
Well,
they
it
didn't.
would take a lot of ammo. First of all, sir.
Well, I didn't want to push that particular thought too far. But what I'm saying is that there's a reason why they didn't do it. Because if you're sitting here trying to defend your
Yeah.
own home and 100 people come storming in, what are you going to do?
Yeah, it looks like a lot of people in the chat are not able to speak on it without getting us a
Let
on
us
the
not-
tube. So
Yeah, let us not forget
They're like-
the war between Iran and Iraq. If anybody knows about the war
Oh
between
yeah, you know
Iran
what?
and
You know what?
Iraq,
Actually, you know what? This is one time I'll bring this guy up
No.
because he actually was in the
Hold on.
military and he actually probably knows what about
All right.
something a little bit about this topic. You know, Turbo, what you got to say, buddy?
okay.
Turbo.
all right, Turbo. Well, we're waiting for you. Scrap, you want to continue your
Yeah,
sentence?
go ahead and finish up.
The war between Iran and Iraq, and most people don't remember because most of us weren't alive when it happened. But if you go look into it, what happened was I forget which side it was, but they took unarmed civilians and they marched them across the border. They put headbands on them so they knew which ones were theirs, and they marched them unarmed. And what are you going to do? Like the people that live in the Middle East are all some form of Arab for the most part. There's some that are some exceptions, but that was how they did warfare between those two countries. You know, or Persian. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's Middle East. Like we know what we're talking about here. But this is
Yeah.
this is kind of like that, except it plays on the sympathies of Americans who are like, we don't really want to shoot people, and you don't want to shoot unarmed people. You know, and then it's like
No.
you've got then you've got all this bureaucracy on top of it. Now, if I remember hearing complaints of people who were overseas in war and being like, well, we weren't allowed to do anything about things when we were being attacked because our rules of engagement. Well, guess what? There isn't even engagement when it comes to rules here. There are none. What do you do?
Exactly. And what happens when they overwhelm? And I mean, these guys, what if they would have taken their guns? Like, would they be protected by the Bruin decision yesterday?
I don't know. How many times do you want to replay Kyle Rittenhouse?
Exactly. And I'm wondering at what point Biden's going to address this. Because
Turbo, you get your stuff?
Yeah, it should be
I-
working, right?
yeah, there
Yeah, I
you
can
are.
hear
Yeah,
you.
what's
Go
up,
ahead.
Turbo?
What's going on?
Yeah, my new computers. Still haven't fully set it up yet. But
No worries, love.
so one of the things that I was thinking about is a lot of the anti-rioting equipment that both the military and civilian police departments have that could have easily quelled or slowed this down. And the fact that they don't have it is not a concern, but it kind of shows to me like how they thought it would be. But at the same time, they said this was in El Paso, and I know everybody's talking about Eagle Pass. So the thing about El Paso is, that's like a major port of entry, for one, and two, it's also home to a major military base.
Fort Bliss.
Fort Bliss is is just outside El Paso. My brother was stationed there, and yeah, that's
Fort Bliss and White
it's
Sands
not-
Missile Range.
Yep, yeah, it's right there. So like, there's a good sized military presence already there anyway. So I know it wouldn't be that hard for them to get a lot of this equipment. But what it's showing me is really just the fact that like they're still not fully prepared for this, because they probably didn't truly know what to expect, because it probably changes on the daily.
Mm-hmm.
And this
Yeah.
this incident kind of just shows to me how not ill prepared we are, but just how
Incompetent.
Yeah, and well, in general, yeah, because I know it says Texas National Guard, and I'm sure that's the governor that brought him out there. But I guarantee you, they probably don't. They probably also don't even have some of that equipment, because I know like National Guards, for the most part, they get hand-me-downs from the regular military. So whenever they do get items, it's not always the best, anyways.
Yeah, and on top of that, what this video shows is, okay, well, they're not going to do anything to you, so everybody, come on up.
Yep.
And just come in bigger and bigger and bigger numbers, because like they're not going to do anything to you. So at this point, it's fair game.
Yeah, and I know
Mhm.
like some people were, but there's also less lethal options that will easily deter them. They make devices, and they actually have them. Supposedly they have them, but you don't notice them. They have them at some U.S. embassies, but they have like rubber bullet launchers. Like it kind of just shoots a wall of rubber bullets out, and guarantee you they could probably get their hands on a more mobile version of it. And yeah, that would easily deter them from moving forward if that thing goes off and they get hit. They get hit not face first, but just front first with a wall of rubber bullets. Because
Well,
though,
we also
and at the
we also
same
have-
time, 'cause
Sorry, go ahead.
I already know, just like the whipping incident, supposedly the optics would be horrible, but at the same time, it would have stopped this whole incident, because this would go from a right wing report to a left wing report, if depending on how the incident would have gone. That is another.
Yeah,
thing.
and don't we have mobile units that can use sound as a deterrent?
Yeah, Tim's talked about that, but those
we
are
have all
those
kind,
are
we
yeah.
we have that. I mean, we have a whole river we can pump water back out of and hose people down. It's like, no, don't come across this border. And this wouldn't be an issue had we just said no to the few that were coming at one point. This was the
Yeah.
problem at New York that Giuliani solved in New York. He started actually enforcing the little laws, all the little infractions, and the jaywalking and the codes and
Broken
the
window
buildings having
policy.
broken windows. And they said all of the big time crime precipitously dropped because they were nitpicking at all the little stuff along the way.
Yes.
And this is a principle that has been seen over and over. When you let the little stuff fly, it's all the big stuff comes in a flood.
Very much so. Yeah.
And to every action, there's always an equal and opposite or contrary, reaction. So it's like,
hey, this isn't Newton's laws of the, thing.
but it's true. Like every time, like you don't act or you put a certain act into play, you gotta account for the ripple effect. You
Very
gotta
much
account for what's gonna happen, and we're seeing it, just like you guys are pointing
Isn't
out.
that thing? Isn't that thing? It's called life.
Yeah. This is life
Yes,
on
sir.
steroids.
It really
is-
is, and there's no telling. I mean, with all the people that have come across already, like who they are is what's going to be important, because God forbid we have some type of massive event, a bad massive event happen here because of this. I'm sorry, but the person in charge that allowed this to happen, I don't want you touching anything else after that point.
Nope. Right.
See, and it's
Like,
sad.
I don't want
you're
you
at the
making
desk,
any more
paperwork.
decisions.
See,
You
it's sad.
sealed your fate pretty much at that point. So
It's also sad because we now have these kids, adults, young adults who are in college now, and they're children of people who have come across the border illegally, had the child here, so now they're landlocked, or they get citizenship. I don't know. But the parents are still here, and then the kids are in college, and they're just like, yeah. So do you mean deport my parents? I mean, it sucks to say, but yeah, kinda. Like, if there's no legal way that you got here, I mean,
yeah, and on top of that, their parents, they got here regardless of whether they were going to be sent back or not. Their goal was to get their child here. So if they were sent back then, or they were sent back now, they really don't care.
We've seen that infamous video of like them throwing the child over the wall, or like the pregnant lady like scaling down the wall. See, that's the thing,
Biddy. People haven't seen it. People have not really seen that video. Like, we have seen it because we look for things like that. Regular people have not really seen that video, and it's sad because it's horrifying. It's a horrifying video of a child, a baby, no older than 9 months, I'd say. I mean, Biddy, how old would you say the baby was?
I don't know. I probably tried to block it out of my head, but it was. I mean, horrifying. That wall is high. Like, this is just insanity. Like you said earlier, if we didn't, I think it's about a
20 foot wall. I mean, don't quote me on that, but I mean it looks like about a 20-foot wall.
Yeah, I
thought it was 30.
Description. I don't know. I know. Well, okay, so it's giving me like how long it is.
Right. But anyways, thank you, J Turbo, for coming up, and we're going to go ahead and move on because I think we've taken up like the first 20
Definitely,
minutes.
We've taken up a lot of time. What is the next story, Roma?
All right, so this is from Forbes.com. China will be ready to invade Taiwan by 2027, U.S. Admiral says.
Why not 2026?
I don't know. I'm not in China, dude.
Okay, read me the story then, dude.
Jesus Christ. Aquilino, who testified the GOP-led House Armed Services Committee, said, quote, all indications point to the People's Liberation Army meeting Xi's alleged goal of potentially invading Taiwan by 2027. Since 2020, the PLA has added more than 400 fighter aircraft and 20 major warships while doubling its ballistics and cruise missiles, according to Aquilino, who said China had increased spending by 16% to more than 16% to more than $223 billion.
Let us set it up.
Oh, what happened?
Keep going.
Okay. Anyways, Avril Haines, the director of national intelligence, told the bipartisan House Intelligence Committee last year that it was not our assessment that China wants to go to war. U.S.-based think tank told The Guardian she believed that military readiness would prompt China to attack. Xi also told Biden last year that he has not set a timetable for reuniting Taiwan with China, according to NBC News, citing anonymous sources with knowledge of the discussion. Now, how exactly are they having like a tabletop conversation about this? I mean, I'm pretty sure the U.S.'s position is pretty clear. Well, at least the U.S. citizens' position. I'm not sure about the government's position, but let's continue. Joseph Wu, Taiwan's foreign minister, said last year Taiwan was taking the Chinese military threat very seriously, adding that he believed 27 is the year that we need to be serious about. They also believed that China would be prepared to invade Taiwan by 27 if reunification wasn't achieved peacefully. Then said Xi will likely take steps to reunify Taiwan with China's mainland government by 2030. Now, my first question to this is, does this have anything to do with China's old government running to Taiwan and creating a new one?
I don't know.
I mean, that's possible because maybe there's some kind of, when it comes to like a power play kind of thing, you know, if you were the old government and you moved over, then what you could do is you can come in and say, hey, listen, we actually have the authority here. You don't. And maybe that's what China is trying to avoid, you know, especially in press making themselves look bad in that sentiment. But
Right.
Yeah. And by the way, Roma, one of people in the audience, All Good Guy, just gave me an update from U.S. possible boots already on the ground near China in regards to the situation. I put it in the general.
Gotcha. Now, is that boots on the ground in China or in Taiwan?
Here, I didn't actually get to read. So Taiwan admits U.S. forces are stationed on islands off the coast of China, likely escalating tensions. That's the top of the article. That Taiwan confirmed that U.S. has boots on the ground on islands close to China.
You know, I was wondering because, like, if China is saying this out loud, then that means that they're not afraid of any retaliation. I mean, they're just saying, hey, listen, this is what's going to happen and try and stop us. You know, so
this is what makes me believe that China has now perfected the CRISPR technology.
Huh?
I mean, I
The
guess
CRISPR technology?
Yeah.
What is that?
I'm a little confused.
Basically the beginning workings of the super soldier serum.
Gene
basically
editing?
Halo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Basically Halo. All right. And then moving on to Barons.com, and this is a kind of like a continuation. Taiwan detects 20 Chinese aircraft in high single-day activity. Taiwan's defense ministry said late Thursday 20 Chinese military aircraft have been detected since nightfall, a rise in activity following a large number of planes spotted earlier in the day. Beijing claims Democratic Taiwan, as a part of its territory, has never announced the use of force to bring it under China's control. China stepped up military pressures on Taiwan since 2016, and President Tsai Ing-wen, I guess is his name, was elected, sending the warplanes and other military aircraft with Chinese ships maintain a near constant presence around the waters. And then 24 hours leading up to the 6 a.m. Thursday, the Ministry of National Defense said that they detected 32 Chinese aircraft and 5 naval vessels operating around Taiwan. So they're kind of dipping their toe in right now, going, hey, we're here. And the next thing you know, there's going to be another push, then another push, then another push until they're completely surrounded.
Like on a smaller scale here with the spy balloons and you know, base in Cuba. It's nice. It's nice that we can recognize all of this and nobody's doing anything about it.
Yeah, I know. And you know, I kind of wonder, like, with this aid package that's supposed to go to Taiwan, like, what exactly is it going for? Frog in a pot. I see that. All right, let's move on to the next story. What do we got? 4 minutes. All right. So this is from The Sun. Get out. This is my house. Property owner says after he was forced out of $2 million home over exploited rule. Jaskaran Singh owns a home in Woodbridge and described a neighborhood in Bellevue, Washington, just outside of Seattle, and rented it to a man and his family in July of 2022. The tenant paid first and last month's rent, but has since ceased paying Singh. He's not ready to pay. He's exploiting the system, basically, Singh said, according to ABC affiliate. After months of avoiding rent, Singh and his attorney, Stephen Freeborn, filed to evict the squatter. The tenant mentioned that he lost his job during the pandemic and continues to struggle to find a job. Through Freeborn acknowledges 2 new cars, a tenant in its driveway, according to Como. The Kings County nonprofit group, the Housing Justice Projects, protects tenants from facing eviction. The housing projects provided the tenants with free legal help and paid the back rent as well as 3 months in advance so the family had time to find another place to live. However, the tenant decided to stay since May 2023. Collecting rent went back to being an issue. So
Like,
where's the tax money going to the court systems that are supposed to be getting these situations taken care of, especially if there's like I believe, let me see. Yeah, right down here it says it's 30 days. We're supposed to get it done within 30 days, and it's been since May.
mhm.
So what exactly are they doing? Is there an issue
Yeah.
like since COVID? Are they still having COVID backlogs?
Yep.
And because now this is starting to affect the upper middle class. And once you
Yep.
start getting up there, then things get a little spicy because they have a little bit more money.
It's getting a little hairy.
Yep,
Yeah.
they're going to have a lot better trained lawyers. So
Mhm.
we're going to see where the cream of the crop presides. But I mean,
Yeah.
if that's the case, I'm going to go and squat in Joe Biden's Delaware house. I have
Right.
all the secrets.
Right. Yeah,
All right.
it's wild. Like, and that's why I was like looking at this, because I'm like it's happening to all. It's happening to all sides. It's not just happening, to people who are the owners and they have squatters that don't want to leave, like that, just random people that just show up. It's happening to people who have like a business dealing with somebody, and now
Mhm.
they're just using the system to not pay rent. And it's true, like in a lot, you can be in a court case and you can stay in a place for 6 months without having to pay rent while the court case is being fleshed out. Like we've said, like they favor the renter
Exactly.
like a lot of the times.
Exactly. And I mean, you can't claim it's a minority because, I mean, dude, look at the guy.
Exactly. That's another reason. Like, I hate to virtue signal, but hey, you guys want to, on the left, you want to tackle this? Go be my guest.
Exactly.
I mean, he looks like a wonderful man. I mean, did he do something bad?
He looks like that guy with the whip from Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom.
Yeah.
He might actually invoke that scene to
Yeah, I
get
know,
this
right?
guy out. He's like over it. He's out there protesting, like, no. Like,
So
no.
I hear you tried to bring a knife to a sword fight. What is the
Anyways,
issue
moving
with
on.
that?
This is from
Yeah, this
Business
guy's not
Insider.
playing.
Yeah, this is from Business Insider. That's what she said. Neuralink reveals first human trial patient, a 29-year-old quadriplegic who says brain chip is not perfect, but has changed his life. Neuralink,
What?
Elon Musk's neurotechnology company, revealed during a live stream on Wednesday that a 29-year-old man who was paralyzed in a diving accident is the first human to have received its brain chip implant. The patient, Nolan Arbaugh, said during the live stream on X, Musk's social media company, that the chip was not perfect, but it had already added many improvements to his life, such as giving him the ability to play video games for hours without having to rely on help from his family. It's not perfect, Arbaugh said. I would say we would run into some issues. I don't want people to think that it's the end of the journey. There's a lot of work here to be done, but it has already began to change my life. Bliss Chapman, an engineer at Neuralink, joined Arbaugh in the live stream. The company, launched in 2016, has been working on a chip implant that could allow people to control computers with their brains. Now, is this similar to what Stephen Hawking was doing? I know he didn't have an implant, but were they
He
able
had
to
like
read
the
eyes?
thing that he blew into, right? Like,
I
he was
mean,
like, was that the
I-
thing, or was that Christopher
I
Reeves?
I think this is just kind of an extension of that technology that Stephen Hawking used, but instead of using what little mobility the man had left with his face, bypass that, chip directly to brain, do the same thing.
Mhm.
It's just the
That's
they
what I
just
figured.
perfected the interface. They perfected the interface.
Okay.
Yeah.
This ought to be interesting. I still think it's a little too early to
Right.
tell, but I mean, if people want to come in and they want to volunteer to do something like this, I'm totally okay with that now.
Yeah,
Totally okay, but volunteer basis only. At
Oh,
this
for
point.
sure. Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm. All right, Brian, you have the screen.
Oh crap. Well, I'm gonna drink in Discord, guys. That's kind of what I do.
What? No, just no burping.
All right. Let me get set. Let me get set. You know, I'm multitasking, guys, and I suck at multitasking. I'm just going to admit that right now.
Take your time, sir. Everybody's getting their B emojis ready in the chat. We're right behind you.
Get this set up. Let me go full screen on this bad boy before I hit share. And now,
Brian, I'm upset.
Why? Why are you upset, Timo? What the hell? What the? Oh, shit. What is going on here? Shit. Fuck. Okay. What is going on?
Projects
Projects
and
and
regulations lead to 30 to 56%
56%
of new cars being electric between 2030 and 2032. Last year, the EPA projected its EV would amount to 60% of new car sales by 2030 and 67% by 2032. Now, the reason why I know this is serious is because Dodge's Hemi line is going to disappear soon. Because next year, all of their Hellcats are all going to be EVs, which makes absolutely no sense. I thought Dodge, like the gas guzzling, like Mopar, we are
All American,
all American,
been around forever.
exactly,
Mhm.
are the first ones to fall. Like if that's the case, then like Chevy and Ford, this is their chance to, start catching up.
Yeah.
All right, Chief, I'm
Yeah.
going to have to kick you out the room now.
You know what I was wondering too? You know how you have like that issue with like the iPhones or whatever, where like as soon as a new iPhone comes out, like your old iPhone starts acting up? I wonder if that's also going to be like a symptom, like once we have to deal with like everything being electrical vehicles, other than the obvious like problems and concerns that everybody has. It's like as soon as they have a new model, like the old model starts, the computer starts dying and glitching on you. So you're forced to like trade it in or get a new one.
Right, and on top of that, we don't
Good
even have
times.
we don't have the resources to plug these in. I mean, you're talking 300 to 400 miles at most between plugins, and then how long do you have to wait until it fills up, or not fills up, but charges up? So, I mean, you're going to have constant stops all over the place, and like nobody even thought about that. Well, I'm pretty sure they have.
Road
but they
tripping
don't
is a
care.
thing of the past.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They want you to be able to stay as close to home so that they have a lot more control over you. It's
Hello, 15-minute cities. You won't have to worry about traveling. Yeah. I mean, come on. Like, you can say, like, tip for, but, like, for real, like, if you kind of like all the things, it's like, well, you won't have to worry about it if you just have everything at your disposal. Why do you need to go on a nice road trip and see the sights of America? You just stay in your own 5 square mile radius or whatever. Yeah, your own home in your pod.
That's crazy.
Just saying.
Or what they can do is they can create like a recharge battery pack that they can put like in the trunk, and then you just pull the thing out and plug it in, and the way it recharges is while you drive, the wheels spin and then recharges that battery, just go back and forth. But but if the feds are listening, I'm just kidding.
But imagine
Fed. Free energy.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people have tried. What was that guy that came up with fueling cars with water? What happened to him?
Didn't he like disappear?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm back, and if you watch the replay, when my Discord froze up, that completely screwed up the live stream, so I apologize for that.
No worries.
So good. Well, good. That means they didn't hear what I said.
Maybe, possibly. Who knows?
All he does is win. No, that's T-Bone. That's T-Bone. I'm not going to take his song.
Yeah.
Wait, are you talking about T-Bone?
Yes. I made sure that I didn't take your coined song. I was gonna, but I stopped myself.
Oh. I wasn't paying attention.
No worries. It's that time, sir.
Yeah, time for me to do the winning. Brian,
All right, guys. It's almost 10 minutes past the time, but because I had technical difficulties, I apologize. Anyway, be or not, yeah. So I'm going to present 2 headlines. One comes from a real news source, real in quotation marks, and the other one comes from the Babylon Bee. Your job is to guess the fake or the Babylon Bee headline. T-Bone, audience. Also, if one of my fellow producers would create the poll, I would appreciate that. Anyway, headline number 1. New York City homeowner arrested for not providing squatters with Wi-Fi password. Headline number 2. You're not in love with your coworker. You just have office goggles.
All right, I am bringing up my special guest, Makey, sir. What do you think the fake headline is?
I don't know. Give me a minute. I gotta read them because I lost audio for a minute. Office goggles.
Is he special like
NYC,
you? Yeah.
NYC homeowner arrested, or not in love with your coworker? You just have office goggles. Oh.
I'm going with number 1. That's what I'm going with. Personal.
I just don't know. I could almost believe number 1 that is real.
You almost could believe number 1 is real? I believe number 1 is real. Brian! Tell me number 1. Wait, no, tell me. Well, no. Tell me.
Oh, I'm voting for 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so
he's voting for 2. I'm voting for 1.
Okay, so we got a split stage.
Sorry, I'll delete mine.
Biddy, do you need to recuse yourself?
No, actually, no. I was doing other things and.
Okay, because one of the headlines did come from the New York Post. I'm just saying.
All right, Brian, tell me number 1 is to be. Go ahead. Tell me I've won. Go ahead. Tell me everything. Tell
well, darn, I did not split the audience the way I did yesterday.
No, you didn't. No. You know what? I see through your lies. I see through your little lies, Brian.
Okay,
I'm gonna
T-Bone
win.
has spoken. T-Bone has spoken, and he has chosen headline number 1. T-Bone, you have chosen correctly, sir.
Just tell me I've won. Hey, just tell me I've won.
T-Bone.
So I can sing my song.
You won.
T-Bone.
Sing your song. Sing your song, T-Bone.
What?
Congratulations.
Sing your song.
All T-Bone does is win, no matter what.
The remix.
See, I messed up yesterday. Only because of my mom. But you know what? I'm not gonna blame her. But I blame myself. But you know what? Today,
I can't believe you threw your mama under the bus like that. You just threw your mom straight under the bus.
I know. You know, the chat will come for you. Yeah.
What?
The chat will come for you because they met her yesterday, and
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah, you don't throw mama under the
Okay.
bus. You don't throw mama under
Okay,
the bus.
guys.
Don't do that.
Guys, no, I didn't. No, of course not. Of course not. Guys, today we are playing my favorite game called Caption This, where I give you a headline and you give me a caption. And today I'm thinking astronaut or Santa. I'm thinking a little Santa Claus because you know what, my birthday is tomorrow. So
I was gonna say, do you want to save like your favorite for tomorrow, or do you want to do, or you choose because it's your birthday week, technically.
you know what? I'm thinking this astronaut is a little messed up. So how about you guys tell me what you think about this astronaut? Go ahead, tell me. Yeah, no, maybe so. Yes, no, maybe so. Yeah, it's good, bad. I mean, it's Black Swan. Man, I don't know.
A lot going on.
Yeah. Is that
2
the
plus 2
DeLorean
equals
in the
5.
background? No. Nah, but that is
Well-
a squirrel in the background though. 2 plus 2 equals 5. Does it? No, it doesn't.
I don't know. I mean, it looks like people are already giving their captions.
NASA
So
warns of a
doing its
Black
thing.
Swan event. What I see on DMT, what NASA was really doing when they were showing the moon landing video back in 1960s. T-Bone's inner thoughts. Okay, that's the winner. That right there. That right there is the winner. Unemployed astronaut trying too hard to predict the next Black Swan. Neil Armstrong on acid before his trip back to the moon. T-Bone's average dream. Okay, yeah. There's so much going on. I
Ian
forgot my
releases
feed.
new album
What?
cover.
Yes. Biden's thought path. Yo, if y'all trying to compare my thoughts to Robinette, ooh, that's a fight. I'll throw hands for that. I'm the furthest thing from Robinette. Roma can speak to that.
There you go. There is the caption.
Wow, the disrespect.
Yo,
The disrespect. Damn.
did you already read this one from Roma? Because I kind of like zoned out a little bit because I was looking at the others. The Neil Armstrong on acid.
Before his trip back.
Before his
Yeah,
trip
yeah,
back
yeah,
to the
yeah.
moon. Because
Where
that
T-Bone
makes
will
total
end
sense
up
because like
with his
Rick
mom
said, there's a
face
lot going
down.
on here.
Oh my goodness.
This is
Guys, we cannot
chaotic
throw your
brain.
mom. I threw her under the bus. She'll get really upset. Biden
Hmm.
mathematics when Common Core math isn't easy enough.
Common
What?
Core. Dude, that shit is crazy.
Guess my gender. What?
I really gotta say, I just wanted the Wi-Fi password to be real because we live in such a clown world.
I know. That's actually a great idea, though. That's actually funny.
Lucas Arts announces Monkey Island sequel. Guys, if you guys want to raise your hand and actually tell me your caption, I mean, like, raise your hand and tell me. But like, I personally think that Aaron came with the fire that first time. Every time Ian starts talking about graphene, I mean, yeah. But like Aaron's first one, it was talking about me. I don't know. T-Bone's inner thoughts, yeah. See, and like the only reason I like it is because it's a funny meme that like you'll only get if you know who I am. Like if you've actually spoken to me, like yeah, nah, like a conversation is erratic.
I've been like
But,
trying to come up with something, but this is all I got.
The universe says recalculating. That's actually a really good one. 80s
right.
movies
I'm gonna
summarized.
get the top 2 coming in right now.
Oh wow, they're neck and neck.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
6-5.
It's gonna come down to like a vote.
I love when
man.
the numbers do that.
It's like
Yeah.
Because they're both good. That's why. So like people are going bananas. Like, wait, this one.
I voted once. I'm sticking with my vote.
Now you guys are just trolling.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I picked one and I am sticking with one, guys.
Those people are watching the stream. So basically, I put an alert, the caption where you could choose either one or the other, but you can only choose
Yeah.
one. So people are just bouncing back and forth. The numbers are going up and down.
Yeah,
We got
something's
five.
gonna be
It goes-
Four.
something's gonna be lost when you watch this on replay because you can't see the you can't see the chat. But
Yeah, we'll do. We'll just
Uh-oh.
have to narrate it. Wait. So
oh,
where was it when it stopped?
oh my God!
No,
I mean,
We'll-
it's
we'll
ended.
find out.
It's ended.
boom.
won? Who won? Hey, T-Bone's inner thoughts.
Oh.
Oh
By
yeah.
one vote. Nice.
That's crazy. You did confuse them, Rick. I knew you were in on it.
And a good
What have
time
you
was
got,
had
Scott?
by all. I shall release the stream.
I feel grateful because like I find it funny. But,
Photo.
No, this was a good one, T-Bone. Still not as good as that
Yeah.
messed up Stacey Abrams baby one. But
yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I know, guys. But
That
tomorrow,
one's gonna be
tomorrow's-
replaying.
okay. I mean, it's Santa Claus, but like,
It's a
all I'm
present from
saying.
T-Bone on his birthday.
No.
No. Oh goodness.
It,
Atmore says hello to your mom.
mom's not here. Sorry. Mom's not here. However, I will say this. Do you see this? Guys,
I still can't read that.
This is a beanie. This is a beanie that I got earlier today because
What does it
I went
say?
to you can you not read that?
It's backwards, like mirror image.
Yeah, well, I mean,
can't-
okay, yeah, you can't read
can't
it though.
read
Come
that.
on now. It's one word,
can't.
dude.
What is that? Is that first letter a Y? I don't know. Look at
Yeah,
how big my
it is.
coffee cup is. I am struggling.
Man,
I
it
can't-
says jingling.
Yingling? Oh,
Yeah.
that beer, right? The alternative beer. Got.
America's oldest brewery. My mom took me there for the tour. I mean,
Nice.
it was alright. It was alright.
Oh, that's right. That is up
All
there,
right,
isn't
guys.
it?
What? That is where?
Yingling. The Yingling.
Yingling.
Yeah, it's up
Brewery.
my neck of the woods. Yeah.
I love
Lot
it.
of fun. Lot of fun. But
Fluffy.
guys, what do we have any more do you have a quick article that you think we can get through?
I'm sure there's like 18 in there, but
Okay, I mean,
it might not be quick.
Wait,
you know,
Chris. Wait, hold on.
I-
I gotta say this. Chris just said, Biddy, T-Bone is the present on his birthday. He just gives it to everyone.
Aww.
So
Wait.
I don't get it.
I can tell Elizabeth has Italian heritage because she made damn sure that we would have plenty of leftovers this weekend. So,
Yes. Vashnik wants me to say, what is a McDonald's burger name that starts with quarter pounder? Wait, like, yeah, does that have an accent? I don't know.
it does. It's,
Quarter pounder.
Quarter pounder.
okay, let's
I
not
feel
make fun of
exploited.
Elizabeth's
No, I'm kidding.
accent. All right,
Kidding.
come on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay that we both say the dirty bean water the same way, but it's not okay that y'all make fun
You
of
mean
us.
coffee?
Coffee.
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 Rick, our Fluffy,
T-Bone
he's with his mom on Thursdays, so he's
Yes.
based for that.
Yes.
No.
Mhm.
No, Fluffy.
No, I'm a child of the Lord Jesus Christ.
Come hell or high water, Fluffy has dinner with Mama on Thursdays, and we should all applaud that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, right.
Yep.
Coffee.
We are family.
Coffee.
All right. So what do we got? I think I have sort of a. I guess this is more like a gray pill. I want to say.
Okay.
So
Yeah, let's hear a gray pill.
All right. This is from Scanner.com by Adrian Norman. Justice Department
Ooh.
quietly negotiating plea deal for Julian Assange, sources say. With the U.S. Department of Justice is reportedly considering a possible plea deal for WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange, which could finally bring an end to his arduous legal journey that began more than a decade ago. According to unnamed sources who spoke with Wall Street Journal, officials with the DOJ are considering allowing Assange to plead guilty to a reduced charge of mishandling classified information. The U.S. indictment charges Assange with 17 counts under the Espionage Act, a move that some observers argue could criminalize common practices in investigative journalism. The allegation suggests that Assange conspired with Chelsea Manning, a former U.S. Army intelligence analyst, to hack into U.S. military databases, which led to the publication of sensitive documents that exposed military and diplomatic secrets. In this case, he raised profound questions about the balance between national security and freedom of the press. Assange and his supporters argue that his actions were those of journalists exposing governmental wrongdoings and is deserving of protection under the First Amendment. Critics, however, see him as a threat to national security, accusing him of recklessly endangering lives through the mass release of classified documents. Yeah, I don't know which direction to go, because I mean, if he's going to get a reduced sentence, then Eric Snowden should be next, at least.
And then
Yeah.
that reduced charge that, you know, if Assange signs a plea deal for, then immediately the Justice Department should assign that same fucking charge to Hillary Clinton.
Oh.
Absolutely. And on top of that, what I think is happening here is there might be some other documents and information out there that he's trading for his time.
Oh yeah, no. There's some wheeling and dealing going on behind the scenes. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
mean, he's supposed to go. I mean, they were going to lock him up and throw away the key, but I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some times. There's probably a time capsule somewhere of information that's set to be released, and he finally let them know. Say, hey, by the way, I know about this, and that, and everybody's going
Right.
to know about it tomorrow. So you better do something.
Yeah. For
So-
sure.
All right. Well, it is 6:56. Brian, where would you like to go from here?
Okay, just quick shilling, shorthand shilling. Check the events tab. Anything that's going on that's worth knowing about is there. Stick around for Pretard Cast right after this. Stick around for the leftover show. We'll show you the flip side of the B, and on Saturday at 2, we'll show you the flip side of the B and some of the stories that. Oh my God, Elizabeth, do you ever sleep, woman? Anyway, we got a.
No.
Thanks to Elizabeth, we got plenty of leftovers to go through. we probably won't even hit all the damn leftovers. So,
No
but anyway,
way.
stick around for that.
Just
And
leave it to an Italian and make sure there's enough food in the fridge,
right.
no matter how hungry you are.
Okay, I'll shut up now until the very end.
There we go. All right. So, Elizabeth, you got anything? Anything you would like to shill out?
Yeah, Leftovers, and also the new show with Sean's Eye View and myself. It's technically tomorrow night, Friday, but it's technically also Saturday. It's 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll put it in the chat. Relationships, chemistry between men and women. It's going to be a great time. We got a lot of great stuff planned for you guys.
Beautiful. And then for myself,
And
we've got.
I was gonna say that.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say for Roma, guys, do not forget Saturday at
10 p.m.
10 p.m. 10 p.m. guys. It is going to be the most
You beat me to it.
phantasmical and phenomenally, catastrophically awesome
Catastrophically.
visuals and just like everything. So guys, do not forget to join in 10 p.m. Saturday on the Discord for Romanation.
Live on Rumble.
Yeah, just read the description
And YouTube.
and then just you can guess how crazy it's going to be. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be wild. It is definitely going to be wild. Well, guys, thank you so much for listening into our very own Midday Rush. I am your host, T-Bone. That is the boss, Romanation, the lovely Elizabeth, and the wise man himself, Brian. Brian, please.
All right, guys, you know the deal. Show's over. Get off my lawn. Stay on the sidewalk because Pre-Tart Cast comes up now.